Let's head to the Tampa area, where Joe McCann met one of the country's best running backs.
Here in Florida, Noah Cain is hard at work, hoping to solidify his status as one of the elite running backs in the 2019 class. But his story didn't begin here.
I grew up in Baton Rouge for about 7 years. Parents got split up. Moved to Dallas with my mom, but I was always back and forth between Texas and Louisiana, visiting. My dad just really kept me involved in sports, and I really took an interest in football. I say I got serious about it in middle school, my 7th and 8th grade year.
Noah would attend Guyer High School in Denton, Texas, and he quickly established himself as one of the best players in the Dallas-Fort Worth area.
Football is a religion in Texas, so I definitely saw the opportunity for me to play on a big platform at Guyer and really make a name for myself. And I got the opportunity to play varsity as a freshman, and so that was a blessing. A lot of people told me, you ain't better play much, you might as well go back to the freshman team. I kept hearing different things, and really, I used that motivation to just go out there and prove everybody wrong. Kept working hard, stayed grounded, stayed humble, and one thing led to another. Next thing you know, I earned a starting spot towards the end of the season.
After 2 outstanding seasons in Texas, Noah decided he was ready for a change, a bigger challenge. So he came here to IMG Academy in Bradenton, Florida.
My mom, we had some stuff going on, a lot of family problems, and my dad being in Louisiana, it's hard for him to get to me a lot. There's some stuff going on, and so I got presented with the opportunity to come to IMG, and parents looked into it. And they really just saw the opportunity for me to come down here, better myself as a student athlete.
Noah is one of those guys, he's a all business kind of guy. And first time I met him a couple summers ago, he shows up on campus and gives me his resume. Okay, well, I mean, I've never got a resume from a sophomore in high school, but he wanted me, he really, him and his parents, that's the kind of kid he is. I mean, he wanted me to know who he was, what he was academically, what he was as a student athlete, what he was off the field, different things that he'd been involved in. So that, he approaches everything in a business-like manner. He's a guy that, he's consistent in his work ethic. And whether it's on the field, in the classroom, in the weight room, you know what you're going to get out of Noah. He's a guy that doesn't miss practice, he doesn't miss reps, very dependable. Been a tremendous asset to our football team, just the way he carries himself, and he's a very good role model for our younger kids.
One way on three, 1, 2, 3.
Noah now lives in an environment where he's focused on preparing to be a student athlete in college. But it also means that playing time isn't as much of a given as it is at a traditional high school, where he'd very likely be the best player on the team. His teammate, Trey Sanders, is the top-ranked running back in the nation, but Trey and Noah welcome the task of sharing carries and pushing each other.
We don't even look at it as the number one, number two. We're just pretty much trying to get each other better every day and just trying to excel.
I view that as real world. I mean, especially when you're playing the competition level that we play, or if you look at the next level, I mean, the college level and then the NFL level, almost every team has 2 good backs. To have that, you got to have 2 guys that are unselfish, 2 guys that get it, 2 guys that know that, hey, I'm a whole lot better when I'm healthy and ready to go, and I get a little bit of break than if I have to play, and carry the ball 25, 30 times a game.
That's very good. Me and Trey compete with each other every day. We develop a great relationship. When I first came in, people didn't think it would work out, with 2 dudes playing the same backfield. Everybody wants to be the man, of course, but me and Trey, I guess we just matured over the time and really realized that it's about getting to college and get to the highest level possible and being injury-free. We saw the opportunity for us to come in, do our thing, and then let the other one come in and keep our bodies fresh, each game. So that was the biggest thing for us.
Make no mistake, sharing backfield duties at IMG hasn't hurt Noah's status as an elite recruit. He's a consensus 4-star running back and an Under Armour All-American selection.
He's a guy that hardly ever gets tackled by the first guy. I mean, it takes multiple guys to bring him down. He breaks a lot of tackles.
Noah has focused his college search on 6 schools: Texas, LSU, Oklahoma, Penn State, Ohio State, and Auburn. And he's considering more than just football when he makes his choice.
Really, how comfortable I felt at the university. I developed a real close relationship with these coaches, but I can't really have that be my focal point of me deciding to go to a school coaches league. You gotta do what's best for your family. I get that, it's a business. So really just me being comfortable at the school, the academic program. I'm majoring in business and marketing, so that's really big to me because football is something I want to do, for next. 10 years if I can possibly, but I understand injuries happen, things come up, and you still got to have a backup plan. And, you know, if football doesn't work out, I still want to have a high-paying job as soon as I get out of college.
I think his game translates really well because, you know, he's not that small scat back, or he's not that big guy that they want that just comes down. He's that guy that can fit into a lot of different positions, and I think that's why he's so attractive to so many different schools, because they can all see him fitting into their offensive systems. And, you know, if you're around him very long, watch his tape, you can understand why.
So whether his next stop is back to a state he's lived before or off to another new adventure, whether he's the featured back or sharing the load, expect Noah Cain to contribute early and often. In Bradenton, Florida, I'm Joe McCann.